Envy, clarified in the light of the Grail message. A guide to recognition, liberation, and lawful living. Foreword. Why envy must be clarified today. Among the many inner poisons silently shaping human destiny, envy remains one of the least examined and most excused. It hides behind ambition, disguises itself as motivation, and often parades as a harmless comparison. Yet envy is not harmless. It is a corrosive force that eats quietly into clarity, peace, and lawful development. Modern humanity lives in an age of relentless comparison. Lives are measured publicly, success is displayed constantly, and worth is increasingly defined by visibility rather than inner substance. In such an environment, envy is no longer recognized as a danger, it is normalized, rationalized, and even encouraged. This normalization has dulled conscience and distorted judgment, making it difficult for individuals to recognize envy within themselves, even when its consequences are clearly felt. To clarify envy today is therefore not a moral exercise, but a necessary act of illumination. Without clarity, humanity continues to struggle against invisible causes, attempting to treat symptoms while the true inner disorder remains untouched. The Grail message offers a perspective that cuts through emotional justification and social conditioning, revealing envy for what it truly is, a state of inner resistance against the lawful order of life. The silent corrosive of the soul. Envy rarely announces itself openly. It works quietly, often beneath conscious awareness. Unlike anger or hatred, which may erupt visibly, envy seeps slowly into thought, coloring perception and judgment over time. It weakens inner stability, drains joy, and hardens the heart without dramatic signs. Its corrosive nature lies in its inward direction. While it appears to focus on others, envy actually turns the human being against himself. It undermines self-respect, distorts self-assessment, and blocks gratitude. Over time, it erodes the natural capacity to rejoice in life, replacing it with constant comparison and dissatisfaction. Because envy operates subtly, many do not recognize its presence until relationships sour, motivation collapses, or inner peace becomes unattainable. Even then, it is often misdiagnosed as depression, injustice, or bad fortune. The Grail message reveals that envy is not merely an emotional reaction, but a spiritual condition with lawful consequences. Left unrecognized, it steadily corrodes the soul's connection to clarity and order. From social normalization to lawful recognition. One of the greatest dangers of envy today is its social acceptance. Competition is praised, rivalry is encouraged, and comparison is presented as a natural driver of progress. In such an atmosphere, envy is no longer seen as a warning signal but as a